Hi, I am Charnel Wolverton. Welcome to Swiftfire. Today we are going to talk a little bit about the ORAC scale. Now, if you're interested a little bit more on what the ORAC scale is, you can go to my website and get this book again. We're reading out of Healing Oils of the Bible by Dr. David Stewart. But basically, the ORAC scale, ORAC, stands for the Oxygen Radical Absorption Capacity. And basically, it was instituted in 1992 by the National Institute of Aging in Silver Springs, and then it was adopted by our U.S. government and the Agricultural Department. And basically, it's a measurement that the government gives on food and essential oils on its ability to destroy free radicals in your body. So the higher that the ORAC scale is, the more capable that particular food or essential oil is in destroying the free radicals and retarding the aging process and preventing cancer. That scored a 210 on the ORAC scale. Oranges, 750. Beets scored an 840, not my favorite, but really great for the liver. Raspberries scored a 1,220. Strawberries scored 1,540. Blueberries, who were great for the brain, superfood, 2,400. And wolfberries scored 25,300. Now, wolfberries are found in NingXia, China, and the only way that you can get them is through a company called Young Living, which they're the only ones who have imported them in. Gary Young actually found them when he was doing some research over there, and he kept seeing these fields of these red berries everywhere. And when he went to go investigate a little bit more and stop pulling the side of the road, he found out that the people who were harvesting these berries were in their 80s and 90s and 100s. And I'm not talking about decrepit, no teeth, having a bad day, barely getting by, kind of 100-year-olds, but they were all their teeth, feeling great, lots of energy, and they were eating these berries on a regular basis. These are not the same as goji berries. They're very similar, but they actually have more potassium, more calcium, more protein, and what have you, and you can only get them in NingXia, China, unless you get them through this company. But wolfberries scored a 25,300 compared to carrots at 210, which I think is a pretty big jump. And it comes in the regular berries, or you can get it in the drink form, which is a juice, and just do like an ounce a day or what have you. And you could put the berries like in your cookies or in yogurt or in smoothies or cereal or salad, or you could just eat them plain. There's a lot of ways that you can eat those berries. But anyway, going back to the ORAC scale, this is the scale for essential oils. For example, sandalwood, which is in the Bible, scored a 160. Lavender, which is great for the skin and just overall stress, scored a 360. Frankincense, which I know you've heard of, is 630. Rose of Sharon, which is also called Citrus, it's not the same as rose, but Rose of Sharon is 3,860. Cinnamon scored 10,340. Spikenard, which I know you've heard of in the Bible, scored 54,800. That's twice the amount of wolfberries. So spikenard is a really great one for your ORAC scale and killing free radicals in your body. Myrrh, I know you've heard of that one, 379,800. And clove, 1,078,700. So Chinese wolfberries is the highest scoring food in the world, while clove is the highest scoring essential oils, which is 40 times more potent as an antioxidant in wolfberries, 450 times more than blueberries, and 5,000 more than carrots. Pretty impressive. 1 ounce of clove, on the other hand, has the antioxidant capacity of 320 pounds of carrots, 28 quarts of blueberries, and 10 gallons of those yucky beets. So there's a lot of good things that we can take a look at. And Longevity was very common in the Old Testament. And in the 5th chapter of Genesis, we actually read that Adam lived 930 years and Methuselah lived 969 years. And you got to wonder, how much of that was food, how much of that, was because of what they were eating, their environment, their use of essential oils and plant-based oils. That is interesting that perhaps essential oils did play a role in their long lives. Now, when I first got started, there's a kit that you can actually get, which can start you up and get you going. It's an arsenal of first aid stuff that's good for any office or anything. It's $150, and at first I was like, wow, $150, I can't really afford to do that. And you may be thinking the same thing. The economy right now, especially with the way things are. But when I went home and told the guy, no, I'm not going to do that, the Lord was really on me, and he asked me some pretty tough questions, and some of them were like, how much do you pay in insurance every month? Now, me and myself, I was paying about, and I still am paying like $470 a month just for me, not counting my husband, kids, and what have you, every single month. And on top of that, that's only like a percentage of if something really happened, I would have to pay even more. So I was doing that. The Lord asked me too, well, how much are you paying in soda every month? How much are you paying in junk food every month? How much are you paying in sugar every month? How much are you paying in fast food every month? And those were some really, really tough questions. And I couldn't honestly add it up to even give him an answer. And then he just sat there quiet and basically said, Charnel, you will tithe to insurance. You will donate to the Sugar God. You will donate to the Church of Fast Food. You will donate to Pharmacia and give donations to the Sugar God, but you will not invest in my temple that I have given you to steward my spirit every month. I mean, just every month. Even if we took $100 a month and put it towards, good food, good essential oils, good juice, good cleaners in your house that are not full of chemicals. If we could just make some very small, minor changes and just give yourself $100 a month, that's $1,200 a year, you have no idea how much your life would actually be so different. You wouldn't be going to the hospital. You wouldn't be going to the doctor. You would be doing preventative work and working on preventive things instead of dealing with what happens after you're already sick. So I challenge you today. I give you a personal challenge to invest $100 in organic food or essential oils or supplements or shampoo that doesn't have chemicals in it. Maybe you can get some shampoo that has essential oils in it. And be very careful about essential oils. If you are getting essential oils, please watch the video that I have out called Real versus Fake before you go out and buy essential oils, because you really don't want to get something, even though it says on the label, pure 100%, labels and marketing don't mean anything. You really need to look at the ingredients and see what's in it. And if it says anywhere topically on the bottle that this is not meant for internal use, if it's topical use only, do not take this internally, then FDA guidelines say that there are chemicals involved. It doesn't matter if they put 100% natural, organic, they can say whatever they want to, but if it says this is only meant to be topical, do not ingest, do not take internal, then you know that there are chemicals involved in those oils. So be careful and be cautious about that. I was on an airplane last week, and we had, the stewardess gave the friend of ours sitting next to us a ginger ale, and on the ginger ale it said all natural, 100% all natural. There isn't anything natural, and there's definitely not anything 100% natural about ginger ale. And a matter of fact, it said 100% ginger. If you looked in the ingredients, it did not say anything even about ginger. There was no ginger in the bottle. So it does not matter about marketing. It does not matter what words are actually on there. You need to do your research and find out what is really good for you and what isn't, and not just depend on what the aisle says. When you go to Walmart and it says juice really big, that doesn't mean that everything in that aisle is actually juice. Most of it is sugar water. And I think legally they should say this is the sugar water aisle, not the juice aisle. Because if you look in the ingredients, you're going to find out it's usually only 5% juice and the rest is sugar water. So pay attention to those things. I challenge you to do $100 of some way to change your life and sow into this temple, into this church, into what God has called you to be a church, and see what kind of results you're going to get. You're going to be stronger, you're going to be faster, you're going to think clearer, and you're going to have a better life to give to others and to give to yourself. So go to swiftfire.org for more information on that. I'd love to see how we can get you some training and get you some good stuff to help enhance your life and to help you do everything that God has called you to. All right, swiftfire.org, and check out my itinerary. We'll see you on the road. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.